Alright guys, Flair from Boxing Evolution TV. And
Alright, ready.
You ready now?
Yeah.
Alright guys, Flair from Boxing Evolution TV, and I'm just here with Jamie, the real Nightmare Hearn. How you doing, Jamie?
Change my name?
Yeah, it's better, suits you better.
The Nightmare. Like it.
The real Nightmare. To interview.
Why?
Because you're just a nightmare, aren't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be good today.
Okay.
I'll be good.
Thank you. Got your nail polish done.
It's chipped. Look. I hate women. Sorry. I hate women that walk around with chipped nail varnish. It looks so tacky and cheap. I'm actually sporting chipped nail varnish today, and it's not. Michael doesn't like it, but he's going to take me to get my nails done tomorrow.
Do you and him go together to get it done sometimes?
Michael's the manly one out of the two of us. He doesn't. He likes me pruning and stuff like that. He's not really that type of man. There's definitely. I know my place in the relationship, and it's the more feminine side of stuff.
I mean, I was going to ask you. I mean, how does he how does he deal with the wang?
Weren't expecting that.
Yeah. We'll just cut.
He takes it well.
Yeah.
He's comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Right. Let's get back to the business.
Okay. So.
Actually, before we start, there's just a few people I want to say thank you to.
Yeah.
My sponsors, Mo Barbers. I've got Harriet Haulage. Who else have I got? Build X. My gym Maximums. They've been a massive help. Best gym by far. And my full-time sponsors, Athlete King, and who else have I got? Berkshire Estates. My pal Lee from Berkshire, he's helped me out massively. And yeah, that's basically it. And I just want to say hello to my niece, my goddaughter, and my little man Jackson, Jolie. Love you all.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, so, you know...
Oh, I'm Matt, the man himself. The fluffy, feathered face, moly ferret, presenter, whatever you want to call him. Helped me out massively. Yeah, he's a big fan. Well, I'm a big fan of his too.
Do you like beard?
I love beard.
I grew it for you.
Dig with my bum.
Right. Let's start the interview, yeah?
Oh, also, obviously Steve himself, Goodwin Promotion.
Oh, yeah, right.
I told you what I could do, Steve, and you know, the proof was in the pudding. Right,
so you ready? Yeah?
Ready.
Right, okay. So, you was up against Larry Olubamiwo. He was a last minute opponent change. How did that come about? 1 minute you're a cruiserweight boxer, next minute you're fighting a heavyweight.
It's mental, it was mental. Up until Thursday, I had an opponent, and then he pulled out at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. The fat, useless Paul Morris. He pulled out with gammy teeth or something. And then some other fighter who rates himself and was supposed to be this and that. And Steve didn't want me to take the fight because it was too much of a dangerous opponent from the first one back. His name was St. Brooks.
Wayne Brooks.
Mm. That pussy pulled out. He asked for money 3 times. 3 times we agreed. The money he was getting was ridiculous. He pulled out on the day of the fight, on the day before the fight, on the Friday, and then Humpty Dumpty stepped in.
So who do you...
Larry Olubamiwo. Woo woo woo.
And why are you calling him Humpty Dumpty?
Well, because I don't think anyone could put him back together again. Yeah? His trainer, the great, amazing, what's his name, Ben? Is it Ben?
Ben Doughty.
Ben Doughty, the great, amazing Ben Doughty, the game planner himself. Yeah. I mean, what went wrong?
Well, I mean, according to their camp, they said they knew you were going to come out like a maniac.
How?
Well, apparently they just knew you were going to come out like a maniac. I don't know if that's
they must have inside info.
Maybe it's based on your past fights where you've disposed of other big men. You know,
in the first round.
Yeah, in the first round. Maybe that's where it's from. I mean, what was your game plan for that fight?
The game plan, first and foremost, was to look sexy. I've done that. The second part of the game plan was to fight sexy. Done that. The third part and final part was to knock Larry's chin off his head. But to be fair to this Larry, a lot of people saying, like, because my trainer used to train him, and he was saying he's got no heart, and if you put it on him a bit, like, he'll lose interest. But to be fair, the geezer come to fight. He was having it with me, you know. Alright, I'm a lot smaller, but he got hit with a few good shots. He was coming. If any of them shots would have hit me, that he was swinging, and he hit me in the forehead with one of them, cut my head open. Oh, honestly, it was like getting hit by a sledgehammer. The geezer was coming for it. So anyone that said that he was quick as well, a lot faster than I thought. So anyone that says that, you know, Larry was washed up or not, he wasn't washed up. He just come across a better fighter on the night, and whether he's going to give it up or not, I don't know. But there's a lot of silly heavyweights out there that he can beat. You know, if he gives it up, then that's up to him. But I don't think he should give it up on that performance. People don't realise how good I am.
So you're basically saying that you're just a really quality calibre of opponent, and it wasn't that Larry's bad. It's just that you're really good.
Larry, look, he surprised me. He surprised me, and I think, you know, like, people was questioning his heart and that. Look at the hiding he took for 8 rounds. If you don't do that, if you haven't got a heart, and, you know, Sam Sexton is a rated heavyweight fighter. He couldn't do what I done. The geezer from America come over, fought him. He couldn't do what I done. I took the geezer out. Simple.
I mean, like, you know, the Larry's camp was saying that they thought the stoppage was too early, that the ref should let him carry on. I mean, what do you think about that?
When I put him down, and I see him get back up on one knee, when I see him rise, I thought he was going to have it again. But when the ref told him to walk, for that split second, he was static. He didn't respond to the ref's command straight away. And then when he did walk, if you watch the video on my phone, you can do a close up. His leg, it was as if someone kicked his leg when he walked forward. His leg buckled. Yes, he wasn't out of it, and yes, he was one shot away from getting took down again, and that's the ref's job. If he'd have took that shot, then everyone would have said ref should have stopped it. If he hadn't taken that other shot, they're now saying it was stopped too late. So some people would say that, and some people wouldn't. I suppose it's the same sort of situation as the Carl Foot Grove thing. Was he alright? We don't know. The ref never let it go on. You know, wipe your mouth with it. The fight's over. That's it. I mean, and there's silly little tweets going on about drug testing me. What a load of bollocks. Just because I fought and beat up one drug cheat, it doesn't mean that I'm on drugs, does it? People coming out with silly stuff. I'll be happy, Matt, for you to film me doing a drug test. I'll be more than happy. And then you idiots can shut up.
I mean, the fact that you used to fight at super middleweight and you're now kind of up even with a heavyweight, I mean, where's that extra size come from? Is it just because you've matured?
Right.
Or is it for the steroids? Or is it the steroids?
Don't you start. I dare anybody to be an absolute ultimate fitness fanatic at 12 stone, go off for 8 years and still be 12 stone.
But I mean, it's one thing to be, you know, bigger because you're fat. It's another thing to be bigger because you're stronger.
I've only put on 2.5 stone, haven't I? Because I'm fighting at 14.5 stone. I only weighed 15 stone for that fight. And the reason I come in at 15 stone is because that's what Paul Morse was coming in at. So when I got the call that I was fighting Larry, I went for 2 all-you-can-eat. I weighed him fully clothed, and I had my satchel on. So that's where the 16 stone come from. But I was 15 stone. And what a lot of people don't realise, I mean, weren't going to say anything because I didn't want to embarrass Humpty Dumpty or Ben or anyone like that. But I was doing it one-handed. I hadn't been in the gym for 2 weeks because I hurt my hand.
Was that doing your nails?
I don't really want to talk about how I've done it.
Yeah, let's not go into that. So I mean, what gave you the confidence to think you could knock Larry out though in like that? I mean,
I know what I can do.
yeah.
You know what? Have I ever said I was going to do something, man? Not done it in a fight.
Well, to be fair, when Steve Goodwin first interviewed you, you told him straight up. You said, "I'm a massive one-punch KO artist," and you'll see that when I fight. And if we go to it now, we can just have a quick look at that.
Really? So you think you can really make a big statement?
Listen, I'm a massive one-punch knockout merch.
So yeah, you know, you've told Steve straight up, and it appears that you know you're true to your word.
Everything I say that I'm going to do, okay, I'm not one of these fighters that say stuff and, oh, I'm going to stand in the middle of the ring toe to toe. If I say that, I'll do that. If I say I'm going to dance around, I'll give you my game plan. I'm happy to give you my game plan.
But I mean, you said to me in the changing room as well, you said that Larry gets flustered in the first round if you put pressure on him. I mean, was that what caused you to do it? Was that why you came out like a maniac, or was that just because you're a mindless nutter?
That too, but I say my biggest asset in boxing is reading a fight. I'm a great reader of a fight, and I knew. Listen, I knew if I could get up on Larry's chest, my shots are going to get him quicker than it's obvious. My shots are going to get to him quicker than these are mine. It doesn't take a genius to work that out, and I knew when he got caught, it was game over. He got caught, it was game over. It's not rocket science. And I mean, if they knew I was going to come out, why didn't Geezer took centre ring once? He was massive. He took centre ring once, and that's because I had a little dance round. I was going to show you a few little dance moves, but I thought, oh fuck it, I'll get back in there. The rest of it, he had his back. You should have seen the state of his back. It looked like someone whipped the bitch. His back was up against the ropes that much. And then, so Ben the Great White Trainer that he fucking is, or whatever you want to call yourself, why didn't you tell the man to stick centre of the ring like most big men would have done, control the fight with the big long stiff jab? You didn't know I was coming out like that, you don't know nothing. So keep that shut, the fight's over, stop tweeting stuff and talking rubbish, the fight's over, it's done. I don't ever want to see or talk to you again.
Okay, I think he's quite firm in his views there about you, Ben. So, okay, Larry's out of the way. He had a good write-up in the boxing news. What's next? What have you and Goodwin got planned?
More sexy stuff. Fighting. He's got a big show in May the 17th. I'm on that. Going to get a tough opponent for that. We're finding it hard now after what I've just done to get the right opponent for the right money. It's ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe the ranking I got from that fight.
I mean, you're going to be coming back in the heavyweight division, or are you
No,
going to come back in the
I mean, if somebody in heavyweight wants to fight me, I'll fight them. I haven't got an issue with that. But you see what I've done to a 19 stone geezer. What am I going to do to 14 stone item? And people might say, oh, but he was 16 stone, you ain't going to carry the weight down. Again, I weren't 16 stone, I was 15. And that extra half a stone off from 15 that I was in the ring that would make me sharper. My power comes from my speed. And I can't wait to start sticking on these cruiserweights. Really looking forward to it. Any of them.
Anyone in the cruiserweight division?
Anyone.
I mean, do you think you're ready to face the likes of the guys in the top 10?
Pick me one.
Okay, Tony Conquest.
I like Tony. Good boxer, no chin. Very good boxer. But can he go, by the time, if I get to Tony, it's going to be a championship fight, can he go 12 rounds without getting it? Probably not. If he gets it, what's going to happen? I'm the winner. I mean,
do you think you're ready to step in and start doing 8-10 rounds already? I mean, you've been out for a long time. Do you not think, you know, that you need to fine-tune your skills a bit more, a bit more ring experience?
Of course, you know, I want a couple of tough fights to see if that's the case. But if you give me a 10 round, you give me a 10 round. It's something I've got to do, isn't it?
I mean, like, say for example as well, I think there's Tony Bellew, John Lewis Dickinson. They're both quite tall as well.
You've seen what I can do to the bigger opponents. Every big opponent, you know, back into the MMA days.
But I mean, they'll be quicker. They'll be able to move away from you faster. Do you think that'll make a difference?
No.
No.
Bellew doesn't move off, does he? He comes forward. Good fight, I like Tony. He's a good fight. Dixon's a load of rubbish. Absolute pants. Yeah. And who's he fighting next? Dawson. What a load of crap. Come on now, look. Out of all of them, you know, Bellew's the best one out of all of them. Apart from him, I wouldn't have a problem going out in the car park now and having a fight with them. They're rubbish.
So, I mean, is there anyone particularly you've got your eye on?
I'd like to have a little crack at Waddy Macho Man Randy Savage.
And for the people that aren't so sure of who you're talking about?
What? You want me to explain who Waddy Macho Man Randy Savage is?
Yeah, what's his real name?
Waddy Camacho, isn't it?
Right, Waddy Camacho. And why Waddy? I mean, Waddy seemed quite impressed with your performance last week.
Yeah, I've heard he said if he's done a few nice tweets, hasn't
he? Tweeted out and stuff like
I haven't got a problem with Waddy. I just think he's made for me. He's right up there in the rankings. It's unfortunate his opponent dropped out for the WBC title because I was looking forward to that, and I hope
he's supposed to be not rematching, but fighting Stephen Simmons.
Yeah, I hope he wins that. Cause I mean, everyone's on Waddy's back about the tweets and that. It's not actually him; it's his fans. And I thought Waddy held himself quite well in the press conference. I think Simmons was the rat in that with his mouth. He's the one that started it and getting in Waddy's face. So I don't. The reason I want to fight Waddy is because I just think he's made for me. His height. Southpaws haven't got a problem with. Look, I thought one of the best southpaws in the world. And no, I'm not going to make excuses. He was a world-class fighter, but I had a few injuries. He was a bit heavier than me. But yeah, I think Waddy's a great match for me to get straight into title fights.
So you kind of, I mean, when would you be looking?
Two big punchers.
Yeah. I mean, when would you be looking to face him? I mean, are you looking just to get some more fights on your belt? Tomorrow, yeah, straight away.
I was back in the gym on Monday after the fight. It don't make no odds to me when the fight gets called on. But obviously he's under a different promotion, so that causes problems. So I'll probably only get to fight Waddy if there was a title on the line, you know what I mean? Because he's with a big outfit. He's on the Matchroom out in Sky, so the chances of me and him ever getting on will probably only be for title. So it's going to be a while away, I'd have thought.
Okay, and so obviously you've got your sights on the British title.
Yeah. Who is it?
John Lewis Dickinson.
He's fighting Dawson.
Right.
They're fighting. I don't know too much about Dickinson. I mean, my comment about him a minute ago is probably a little bit unfair because I don't really know too much about him. Dawson is just a northern, mouthy, goat shagging fool, or wherever he's from, shag summer. He's just a div, he's mouthy. I don't like the geezer. I'll have him up and down like a yo-yo.
What do you think he'll get back up again after one of those punches?
I'll tame with a punch a little bit so he does get up. Well, I'll just torture him for a couple of rounds and make him squirm when I'm hitting him. And when I get bored of that, I'll hit him with a Humpty Dumpty shot.
So
I just want. There's also one more. Obviously, I want to thank my dad, who all the years he done all the driving. Obviously, when I was a kid and stuff. So without him, I wouldn't have done anything. I'd probably be an old drunk or something now. And there's another man. He's been like the last year. He's been like my uncle, my dad, my brother.
Thanks, mate.
The last couple of weeks, he's been amazing, you know. And my comeback wouldn't have happened without him. And that man's Ray. He's always behind the scenes. He's here now behind the camera. The geezer, I cannot thank him enough. He's been an absolute legend.
And it's good that you're showing the appreciation for the people that have.
And my fans, of course, the fans as well. I've got great support. I mean, even the boxing news and on the forums and stuff, they're even writing about my support. Great. Everyone's just perfect.
What about
my boyfriend Michael? He's been great.
What about the haters?
Haters.
I've noticed on every video that we've done.
There's always one dislike, isn't there?
There's one dislike.
Even when you go back to the old videos, it didn't have dislike. They've even gone and watched them and disliked it. They've all got one dislike, and I know it is Sovereign Heights.
Let's not.
Listen, I'm not even gonna mention your name because you don't deserve it. This is my time. But get your own life and do something that your little kid might be proud of one day, instead of being a dosser. That's enough.
Okay, well, we won't delve into that any further, but I think, you know, what the appeal of you, Jamie, into the boxing world, and what I've been pleased to see come back is that, you know, you do have great boxing skill. You know, your fights are always exciting, whatever happens. But not only that, you are just a great showman, and you know, not only do people love you, people hate you. You are just
definitely more hate.
You don't mind being.
If you haters think I've given you something to hate so far, you just wait. There's plenty more to come, baby.
So, you know, love him, hate him. You know, you can't help it but rate him. It's Jamie Hearn. So, anyway, you got any plans for the weekend? Seeing your boyfriend?
Me and Michael's got dinner on Saturday, and then we obviously got to go to our parents. I've not met his mum yet, so he's not met my mum. So we're a little bit nervous about that.
Yeah.
So you lot can't see, but that man Ray I was just talking about, he's in the corner now laughing.
It's Ray met Michael. Yeah.
Ray and Michael get on well. I got to sort of watch them when they're in the room together. There's a bit of chemistry there between him and Michael, but Michael's been great for me. He's been a rock. Obviously, he's been there, seen it and done it, and he's teaching me a few things, and in the bedroom and stuff, I'm teaching him. So we got a good relationship.
Okay, well, I'm very happy for you, and it looks like
love you, Michael.
Things are going well for you in your life. Anyway, this is Jamie Hearn, Faye from Boxing Evolution TV.
Yeah, baby.